Hi everyone, my name is Shaylin and I'm a stay-at-home mom and a small business owner. I own Ollie's Crochet where I sell patterns and crochet items, mainly plushies. And this is my first YouTube video. I've been wanting to do YouTube for a while now, but it's always been a fear of mine, so I figured it's finally time to face my fears and get started. For my first video, I figured I would take it easy and maybe do like a little relaxed weekly vlog of some things that I do in my small business. So let's get to it. I'm currently in the middle of a project that's kind of like a lazy, fun project, but also something that's out of my comfort zone, I guess you could say. So I fell victim to the millennial beige trend, and I need more color in my home. My walls are gray, my couch is gray, my furniture is gray and white. Everything is gray for the most part, and I want to get out of that. So if you follow me on Instagram, you probably saw that I'm doing like a little mini series where I add puff flowers to this canvas that I got for free in my neighborhood. So I'm going to put this canvas on my wall once it's done and basically just cover it in these puff flowers that are from JB Baby Designs. It's her pattern on YouTube. So I've made a good amount of them so far. I basically want to put a bunch of them on this canvas in different colors, textures, shapes, sizes, stuff like that. So this is the one big one that I've made. And then I've made a ton of these small ones. I mean, not like a ton, like 15 or 14 or something. But yeah, so I'm gonna work on those a little bit and kind of lay it out and see where I'm at so far. It'll probably cover like the tiniest spot on the canvas, but progress is progress. Here are some of the colors that I'm working with. It's obviously a jumbled mess. I think it's gonna be a good like scrap yarn buster kind of project. So I'm just finding any fun colors and gonna throw it together and see what happens. I lost my favorite crochet hook. It's a Clover 8mm hook, like with the pink handle. Can't find it anywhere, so I'm gonna use a 9mm and this 8mm hook that, my god, I can't get it off. The yarn is stuck. I don't even know where I got this exactly. It might have been like Michael's or Joann's several years ago. It's like my backup 8mm hook that I've been using for like 2 weeks now, but I'm missing the 8mm. I miss it so much. My daughter is sleeping right now, so she's not a good sleeper. She likes to fight sleep a lot. So let's see how much I can get done before she wakes up. My guess is 2 flowers, that I get 2 flowers done before she wakes up. And these flowers only take like maybe 5 minutes each. And she's gonna sleep about 10 minutes, but that's still my guess. Maybe another 10 more minutes before she notices I'm not there. It's actually harder to make these flowers in chunky yarn, which I thought it would be quite the opposite. I thought it would be easier to make in chunky yarn, and it would go even faster because chunky yarn is like what I'm familiar with. Acrylic yarn, I'm still kind of like a newbie. I've only been doing acrylic for, I don't know, maybe like 2 months max, I would say. But this one, because the yarn is so bulky and there's so many stitches in such like a tight little space of only 12 single crochets around, and you have to work like a ton of stitches to make the petals, it's a lot harder to work with. I'm shocked, and I keep dropping stitches because of it. The petals are done for this flower, and I'm thinking this orange from Premier would make a pretty center, or should I do pink? I think I'm gonna do the purple. Did I say orange? It's purple. I've been making these for 3 days now, I believe, and I have the pattern memorized. I had it memorized after the first time watching it because it's honestly such like a easy and repetitive pattern, but it's brilliant. And like I said, it's by JB Baby Designs. I will link it below. Everybody needs to watch it because it's so good. How cute would it be if I made bucket hats and purses and stuffed animals and just everything and just sewed these onto it as like an extra detail? I think that would be stunning. Definitely matches my vibe. Yesterday I was making these flowers using the 8mm hook, and they're significantly easier to make using a 9mm. So if you decide to make these flowers using chunky yarn, my recommendation would be sizing up a hook, especially if you have a tighter tension like I do. I would size up and Make it easier on yourself. Don't break your wrists trying to make a flower. Just size up. It's way easier, and to be honest, it'll make the flowers like a little bigger, which will make the project go a little faster, and that's a win. I just tried to pull the magic circle closed and I frickin' snapped it. Hate when that happens. Think I should still be able to keep it shut with just like weaving some yarn through it and pulling it tight, maybe? Like tying it off on the other side. I was worried it's gonna become unraveled that way, but I don't think it actually will. But we'll find out. I guess it's a good thing that this is probably gonna be like just a personal project. Like I don't think I plan on selling this one. So if it happens to ever become an issue, at least I'm the one who has to deal with it. And it's not like I'm selling a bad product to a customer. It's not the end of the world. The center is definitely the easiest part to make because it's just like a little chain with a fun stitch that I didn't even know existed, and I learned from the YouTube video, which, like, I'm not gonna say what it is because you gotta go watch her video to see her pattern. I feel like if I give it away, like, I would just be giving away the pattern potentially. But it's so fun and so easy, and that's it. Like, I just made the middle. How crazy is that? Another one done. So pretty. I love them. This is currently the mess that I'm working with. I started to incorporate, there's my acrylics, my blanket yarns, and now I'm doing some chenille. This is just like a jumbled mess that I found in my craft office, so I'm gonna start working these colors and sizes of yarn into my work. I have to show you guys the biggest thing I've ever made. I've posted it on my Instagram and my shorts on here, like the process of me making it, but it has to be my first YouTube video, obviously, because I'm so proud of it. This was a pattern test by Lula Blues by Angel. It's a sour kitty, and just wait. Ow. Look how freaking big and cute and plush it is. For reference, I'm 5'7", and this is also 5'7". He's huge. I love him. Because he's so massive, he's definitely going to be like a pricey plushie, so I decided that I am going to bring him to my market that's late April, late this month, and I'm going to do a raffle with him. So I'm going to update on that. I'm probably going to do tickets for like $2 each and then a deal if they buy multiple tickets. I will keep you guys updated on how that raffle goes, but even if it doesn't go as well as I hope, I'm so happy I made him. He's the coolest thing ever, and it's going to be so cool that someone wins him instead of just like having to buy him. I don't know. I think that's going to be awesome. So hopefully raffles are something I incorporate in the rest of my craft shows from here on out. I think it would be cool because a lot of times like the really big ticket items don't always sell. It depends, but they're harder to sell. People prefer to buy smaller things. So I think it would be cool for someone to buy like a $2 ticket and then win this. And if they don't win, then it's $2. It's not the end of the world. But somebody has a chance to win this giant plushie that's like worth over $100. That would just be amazing. So yeah, I'm very excited about him. Oh my gosh, look at his eyes. I love that they protrude out like a fly. Just massive. It's the funniest thing to me, like the bulgy eyes. I'm obsessed. I knew I was pale, but I didn't know how pale until now. Oh my God. I just got a package in the mail, which I hope is my weighted pellets, because I'm working on, it's not, it's my foot socks. When are the pellets coming? Well, anyway, I guess I have some pellets left from a project, but I have like a couple ounces. So I got the idea from Mama Made Minis and Crochet by Jenna to use nylon socks for your weighted plushies. And a couple months ago, I made these gigantic emotional support slugs, and I weighted them down with rice, and I used nylon socks. But some people said I shouldn't have used rice, that it'll mildew even without water exposure over like years down the line. And I was not aware of that, so I don't want to take that risk. And I got poly pellets. I do have some left. I have like a few ounces from another project, but it's not enough for what I want to do. So anyway, The pellets didn't come in the mail. I guess they're gonna be here tomorrow, and instead I got 144 foot socks. But I'm working on a pattern that I'm writing up, and I'm gonna go ahead and try to finish it and see how it goes and if I like it. I had the idea in my head and I was like, oh, that'll be super cute. But you know when you like write a pattern and then you finish it because you trusted the process and you shouldn't have trusted the process and you hate it? I've done that quite a few times. I've written up like, gosh, probably like 20 patterns that I didn't release because I finished making it and I was just like, what the heck is that? Like, do better, Shaylin. So hopefully this one works out because I think this would be a super fun pattern. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to finish it up if she'll let me. She doesn't really, she doesn't want me to right now. I'm gonna try to finish it and I will come back when it's done and show you guys and let you know whether or not I like it. Hopefully I do. We'll see. Okay, so I think I finished the first draft or mock-up of the weighted plushie pattern. And the goal is to make it like this doofy little emotional support thing of some sort that I don't know what I'm gonna call it. And I decided to add overalls to him while I was making him because he was a little bit plain. I think I love it. Look at his little curls, his little face, I cannot. And this is the back of the overalls. He kind of looks like he's got like a humpback, but I think it's cute. And he's a little heavy. He's a good weight. Like, I think it's perfect. Hi guys, it is a new day. It's a few days later. I think like 2 or 3 days since I last filmed, and I have a flower update for the floral wall art that I'm doing. So far, this is our bin of flowers. It's not huge still, and I did lay them out on the canvas, and there's still so much blank space, but I decided I'm gonna go ahead and paint the canvas, probably yellow or pink. I'm not sure yet. I want to put it up in my craft room. As you can see behind me, everything is super colorful. It's a little bit chaotic, and I just like color and chaos. Organized chaos is how I describe my style, so that's what I'm going for in here. But I wanted to show you guys my newest flowers that I did. I started making them in Sweet Snuggles by Loops and Threads. Is that what it's called? I don't know. Sweet Snuggles from Michaels. That's what I started making them out of, to hopefully take up a little bit more space on the canvas. But they're not much bigger than Bernat blanket yarn. But it's okay. I still like them. So this is my latest Bernat blanket yarn flower. Compared to the Sweet Snuggles, it's not a huge difference, but I'm still happy with it. So I made 6 more Sweet Snuggles flowers. I did some with like blues in them. This one light blue, a teal, some little with pink in them, which pink is my favorite color, so it'll give me a lot of those, I'm sure. I also wanted to update on this pattern that I'm working on. So hopefully by the time this video is out, if a pattern tester call is not out, it should be out within a few days, I'm assuming. I have the pattern written down in my phone. I have it memorized at this point. I just need to put it down onto a Canva document, which is like the worst part. I hate doing it so much, but that's okay. I wish I could just crochet and it went from my head to paper. That would be perfect, but that's not the way it works. So these are the little guys I'm working on. I want them to be emotional support somethings. I don't know what they're gonna be. Somebody did say emotional support sprout, which I like a lot and I am considering it. And if I do that, I might make these look more like leaves and have like a mod, I guess, in the pattern, or have 2 ways to make them, because these ones look like little curly cute leaves. They could also look like curly hair. I don't know how I wanted it exactly, but yeah, I just think they're so cute and so fun. They're wearing little overalls and I'm just obsessed. I think they're precious and they are weighted, so if you have an idea for what I should call them, let me know, comment it below, and I don't know, I need some ideas. I actually got an Amazon package in the mail, which it should be the pellets to weight them out. So yeah, I got these stuffing pellets and it's 2 pounds. I think I only paid like $14 for them, which I didn't think was bad at all. And I got them to stick inside these foot socks, but they're perfect. Like, you just stuff them in there and then tie it off and it fits in a plushie. So this, I do like 1.5 ounces in these because I do like to weigh them out, make sure they're all consistent. And it stuffs it up to like, I would say right here roughly. And then I just add a little bit more stuffing to give him some like squish. But I like it because they sit perfect. Like, they remind me of Weeble Wobbles a little bit. I don't know, did any of you who are born in the like 90s or early 2000s, I'm a 99 baby, but I had Weeble Wobbles growing up. And they remind me of that in a way. I think it's like their shape where, I don't know, where they weeble and they wobble and they don't fall down. That's what I think of with these, which brings me some joy and nostalgia because that was my childhood. I also wanted to show you guys something else super exciting. So I've talked about it a million times throughout this video, and my the rest of my social media about how I have a market coming up in late April. And I've been wanting like new market display ideas. Mine before, I laid a lot of stuff down on the table. I didn't have a lot of height to my table, so now I have crates that will stack up that I'll probably show in another video. Like, I think I want to do a little market prep video where I set up, I do a mock table and show you guys my display and like try to plan it out, see what I'm missing, what I need, whatever. So I got these to make my display look a little bit better and just easier for customers to access the rest of my information. So there was a small business that reached out to me on Instagram called Stick and Style Store on Etsy. And they told me like they would send me magnets, wanted me to like do a review on them and stuff. And sincerely, they're amazing. I love them. So these are the magnets. I got 12 of them total. They're just so cute. I got some with my logo, with my QR code, some that say like find me on Instagram, and then some that have information on my custom orders. So then I got these little signs from Dollar Tree for 50 cents each. And I also got these ones that hang up instead of standing on their own. I love them. I think they're the cutest thing ever. So like the signs themselves cost me $2 for all 4 of them because they were on clearance at Dollar Tree, which I didn't even know Dollar Tree did clearance, but what are the chances that when I need a specific item that it's on clearance? I don't know. I just thought that was cool. I was super excited about these, and you can rearrange them however you want. I think that everybody should look into an option like this for their display if you like it, if it's your style, because I think it's adorable, it's so convenient, and it's so fun. I love it. I wanted to show you guys some of the bucket hats that I have. So I released a pattern for the bucket hats recently, and it's a free pattern on my Instagram, or you could get it for $1 on Etsy if you want the PDF, but they take about an hour to make. So yeah, I've made all of these within an hour. This was the latest one that I made, which I don't think I've shown yet on Instagram. And these are all double-stranded yarn, and they're just absolutely precious, I think. These ones remind me of like a weather forecast. You know what I mean? Like, you know when the weatherman's doing his thing on the news and it shows the heat index? I think that's what it is, or I don't know. Maybe I sound stupid right now. But when it shows the heat behind him on the green screen, that's what this reminds me of. But I think they're just the cutest thing ever. Like, come on. I love it. I think they're so cute. But I thought it would be so fun to make one that matches like with a bathing suit. Have a bucket hat that matches your bathing suit perfect. I thought that would be the cutest thing ever. I'm currently just working on more flowers. I got a custom order for something to do that I want to try to finish by tomorrow. It's very small, like this big. It's like a 4-inch piece, but I want to try to finish it by tomorrow, and if I can't, then by next week. And that's for somebody local to me who buys custom orders for me quite often. I used to actually do custom orders quite a bit, and I've noticed that sometimes they pick up all at once and then they slow down all at once. But I do enjoy doing the custom orders. I think it's like a great way to challenge myself and also work through my yarn stash a little bit. The only scary thing now with customs is that with Joann's being closed or closing is that Bernat blanket yarn is my go-to yarn. Like, that's my favorite one to use. I'm not a huge chenille yarn girl. It just sheds a lot, and I just like the texture of Bernat more personally. I still use the other ones, just it's not my go-to. But I'm thinking I might have to switch over once I get rid of my stash, because I still have a ton of yarn, thankfully. I hoarded yarn over the last couple years. I was interrupted by this cutie little girl. She was napping while I was filming, so she woke up and my husband brought her to me because she was crying for her mama. But I was saying that I am nervous about Joann's closing because once I go through my yarn stash or people ask for a custom order, if I don't have that color, I don't know where I'm going to get it. Walmart does not have a big variety of blanket yarn, and Michael's doesn't, and theirs is like really, really pricey. So I don't know where I'm going to get my blanket yarn from here on out. Anyway, I am going to go ahead and end this video here. I'm going to go ahead and be a mom for the rest of the weekend and hang out with my family. But next week's video, let me know what you want to see. I think I'm going to do some market prep. I have a million ideas and different things that I need to do for my next market. So let me know if you want to see that. A little getting ready for a market, last minute market prep kind of video. And I can do that for my next upload. So let me know. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and thank you guys so much for being here. I am so excited. Bye!